Hi everyone, it's Summer with Seasons by Summer. Welcome back to my channel. It's that time of month. It's cloth and paper time. We are here unboxing our May 2025 cloth and paper subscription. Let's get right into it. I just received this in the mail today, and so I wanted to unbox this with my planner community. It is a extremely heavy box. And as many of us know, this is Ashley's birthday month, I guess. So let's get right into it. I know there's been a lot of sneaks, but it seems like we have a lot of other goodies in this box as well. So let's see if we can find our what's inside card, because there are a ton of items in this box. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see if the what's inside planner card is anywhere in this mix. I think it's this card here. All right, here we go. All right, so these are the items that we received. Let me make sure everything is within frame. It is a lot. So this is our May 2025 intention box from Cloth and Paper. The theme of the box is the analog planning routine. All right, so we have a number of items that we have been previewed with on Instagram, but let's see what else we have received in this box. So the first item is the Commonplace Notebook Set. So as many of us have seen on Instagram, they have previewed this notebook set. And I will say, earlier on, I was a little bit kind of like, what is this that we're getting? Okay, so it looks like we have a couple of items. The first item in the notebook set is the folded pamphlet. This is a pamphlet monthly type calendar that is in the Pocket Plus size. It is in cardstock paper in LeBlanc. It includes like a calendar monthly overview, and then obviously some lists or lines for lists that can be made. So basically you can include these, they're front and back. We can include these in our Pocket Plus notebook that we received from Cloth and Paper. As many of us know, we received a transparent Pocket Plus notebook cover last month for the month of April. I transported a lot of my Pocket Plus items into my Louis Vuitton Pocket Plus cover here. And so what I'm going to do is take out one of these monthly overview pamphlets, because for me, I wouldn't include all of these in my Pocket Plus, but I may include like the current month if I was using this. So I would probably label this as like the month of May, or you can circle this here as the month of May. You can add the dates. And if I wanted to, I'm using my Pocket Plus kind of notebooks to schedule out all my travel. And so similar to this monthly admin here, if I didn't want this monthly admin in my binder, if I felt like this was a little bit too bulky, I could put this Pocket Plus pamphlet in here, and it would give me a nice little overview of the month. I could also probably flip it back the other way, because I think for me, I want to see the month overview kind of on top. And so there's a lot of different ways you could probably flip this. And I can actually keep 2 months in here. So I could do May and then June for that month afterwards. And you can see it definitely helps thins out my Pocket Plus notebook. I can still close my Pocket Plus Louis Vuitton cover, and I can include that in there. So that's another way I can, instead of doing this monthly admin that I'm doing here, and we received this notebook from Cloth and Paper, I could use this Pocket Plus pamphlet. So I'm liking that as a different option, and definitely helps kind of thin out my Pocket Plus notebook. So we're liking that. I think we received on that 6 sheets, so a half a year basically, or maybe these 6 sheets could actually equal 12, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my planner, and actually you have, they're like front and back in a sense. So you actually have 12 months that you could do on this. So I'm loving that. And something different that I can use with Pocket Plus. And I like that they're giving us a variety of sizes. We've also received, and this got rave reviews, the Exposed Spine A5 transparent vinyl cover, undated daily. All right, so here's a transparent cover that you can take off, but you can also use the undated daily here for 365 days. It has a nice kind of raised texture cover. I like that. Like they mentioned, it's the exposed vinyl, as if you were putting together a book. I think one of the biggest features of this is that this particular notebook lays flat. This was probably the item I was most looking forward to. I am currently in a sterling ink planner right now, and I am likely getting a little bored with my planner. I have to kind of decorate it every month. So this is my sterling ink A5 planner. And so I was thinking about transitioning from the A5 planner that I have with sterling ink, and I'm just taking out some items, and using this cloth and paper undated daily. It's pretty thick because it's 365 days. So it is probably a few more pages than I'm used to, but it fits pretty decently in my Louis Vuitton A5 cover. And I don't know if I have it all the way in. Let me take this extra goodness out. But it fits pretty well there. I could use it for that. And then the biggest thing I like is it does lay flat. And that was one of the things they talked about. So here you have somewhere where you can put the date. You can add your hourly calendar. You can do a task list. You can do, you know, what's for tomorrow, a grocery list, other types of lists. So I like that it has a lot of variety of sections. What I don't like about it is that it doesn't have probably a note section, because I do like to write random notes. And it really is 365 days of some various undated planners. But I think I'm going to switch over to this to try this out. So it comes with this cover. I think I'm going to exclude the cover from my planner just because I am using it with another cover. But this is a really nice vinyl cover that you can also use, and you can add additional deco if you wanted to. So for this particular kind of design, you can add in additional items. I just don't think it will fit well if I were to keep the cover on. Let's see, in my current kind of planner setup. Let's see if this will fit. Let's see what this looks like. So let's take this back out if we can. Use this here. Let's say if we were putting this here. Okay. I just don't know if this would fit well in my current Louis Vuitton cover, kind of A5 cover. It may slide in there, I don't know. But if you needed a cover, you could use this. But I don't know if this is gonna slide in here well with this on here. So I'm going to try this without the cover and see how well this holds up from a quality standpoint. But yeah, I'm switching over to this and I'm kind of excited about it. All right, so we have that. We are slinging stuff all over the place, y'all. Okay, so we have our pamphlet, and then we also have our exposed by a notebook. And then we also received a spiral HP Classic. So this is in a little bit larger size than the A5. HP Classic frosted plastic graph notes. I am a GOE girl, so I love graph over everything. So I'm loving this notebook. I'm loving that the size is the HP Classic size. You have a topic size and a date side. It is 220 pages, front and back. Typical with a lot of the other spiral notebooks we receive from Cloth and Paper. Loving it. Definitely will use. And then I'm loving the kind of orangish red type tones. And then we also have this kind of rubber band type item to go over the notebook or anything you wanted to use it on to keep your planner or planner item secure. That is really nice. So we received the Commonplace book. It's a personal journal for capturing ideas. That's really nice. Okay, so moving on from the pamphlet, as well as our planner, undated planner, as well as our pamphlet and our notebook, we received a few other items. So let's see what else we've gotten. We have a Reverie storage holder dashboard. Okay, so let's see if we can find the Reverie storage holder dashboard. I think we have found it. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, I like this. So you'll notice that I have started to get my planner inserts in the rings size. I am looking to gift myself a A5 rings type Louis Vuitton planner. As y'all know, I collect various luxury planners, and I am looking to move to that size. And so you'll notice all my items are actually kind of punched in the A5 rings planner size. And so that's what we have here. We have this dashboard that kind of sits here. It says Reverie, a state of daydreaming or nostalgic reflection. There's a very small raised item. I don't know if you guys can see that there's a little bit of shadow in the video, but that was in this pouch. It's kind of like a little pouch that you can put in your planner. Y'all remember like back in the day when you had the various old school kind of planners, but that was here. And then there's a little bit of another like kind of chocolate type, I guess a little decor planner sleeve that goes in here. But we received that dashboard / storage holder with a little bit of the orange zipper. So that kind of goes with the theme, bringing that in. We also received everyday journaling inserts. So this particular insert is the everyday journaling inserts. Like I told you guys, I got it in the A5 punched ring punch where you can list your focus. This is nice because if you're like doing an affirmation of the day or a Bible verse of the day, or just like giving yourselves kind of a word or a statement of the day, you can list those and provide your thoughts and put the dates up here. So I definitely will be using this when I move over to my A5 rings. All right, we've also received some gallery journaling card sets. So I believe this is it. So they gave us a nice silver paper clip, and we have journaling cards here that we can actually tear. They're in a like transparent form. So here are the journaling cards. So it's nostalgia whispers through every line, memories bound in layers. Then we have the scent of paper. The weight of paper feels like coming home. Pages once blank can now fill with dreams, plans, and the quiet rhythm of ink. Each month, the open planner becomes a canvas for today, not just for tomorrow. The analog world slows, offering space to breathe, reflect, and connect. And in the simplicity of paper and pen, time feels steady, grounded, and present. So this is a journaling card set in which it has perforated lines in which we can tear out these and use these in our planner. It also included this kind of barcode type item as well. So you can use this as planner decor and kind of keep all that together. So that's different. I've never seen anything like that. Very, very unique. We also received the page pins in volume 3. Here is this pack of page plans that we received. They're in the themes, colors of this particular box. So we've got a set of 4. We've got a little bit more of an orangish red, a little bit of a nude and a pink, a gray, and a little bit of I think an olive green. It's a set of 4. They're transparent page pins at 20 each in each stack. And this is volume 3 page pen. So you can use this to kind of mark off items in your to-do list. Add an extended period of time in your planner to show that a meeting is going on for a period of time as well too. We received 3 page pen page markers. Okay, so this is not something that they publicize. This is for the A5 page marker that we received, or that I received. And so here, it's weird. These page markers are actually, why they say A5 punch, I think it can be used in a variety of ways. So they gave me one page marker that is rings. So that's nice. And I can use that. They've got one page marker that is unpunched. So this can be likely slid into deco. And it talks about the Lève Rivière, nostalgia and planning. And it has a number of items that I can't see that well. Oh, it says stepping into, I think, defining the word vernissage. They can always give you some pretty intense vocabulary words. And then we have a half page marker here that is more in the spiral cut. And so I could put this on my spiral planner as I'm showing here. And use that as a page lifter or page marker. So that is definitely different. These page markers are nice. I like that they're half page, so they don't take up a full page, but you can still use this to mark off a particular page or keep track of a certain section within your planner. We've got our July pocket calendar here. We've also received a gallery sticker set, which is this here, where it shows various arrows. I think we've received small, medium, and large arrows. We've got we got 114 arrows. We've got 72 icons, which are calendar, book, check marks, time, flags, pins, pie charts, phone, clouds, hearts, food, and travel. So 114 arrows, 72 icons, which are listed here. And then I think we get 24 rectangles. I think these are all in the transparent type thing. I don't want to open it because I don't know how I'm going to use this or where I'm going to store this. And then the last thing we obviously get is our monthly pen set. So we got 2 pens. I was actually kind of excited about the mild liner mild liner, what is this called? Highlighter. So this is mid liner highlighter. We've got this in the color of apricot, and that seems to be what the theme is. It has a dual tip, so it has one tip that is just a normal kind of like pen type highlighter tip, and then we also got another tip that is more of you can use it to mark arrows. Let's see if that'll come through. So use it to mark items on your list. So you know how we use these dot markers to mark dots? This one has an embedded arrow in it, which seems to be a common theme. So hopefully I am doing this right. So you could, it's a little weird to kind of highlight it there, but if you were just wanting to stamp an arrow, you've got that. You want to make sure you have the arrow going in the direction that you want it, but you can use it to mark items on your list. So that's different. I was kind of looking forward to seeing what that was about. And then we also received a monthly pen. This pen is a Zebra F301.7 millimeters. It is a push pen. I haven't seen this type of body from Cloth and Paper, this silver body. It's a little bit more thinner. So Seasons by Summer. It is black ink. This is not necessarily my cup of tea because I like a little bit more thicker pens. But if you are into the thinner pen, Zebra, this is probably a really nice pen for those. It has a nice grip to it. It seems like it's a little bit more of a ballpoint pen, but it's a little too thin for me because I like my pens a little bit thicker. But if you were using your midliner arrow, you could just say today's task is to go to the grocery store. So I put the dot there and then grocery store. Yeah, I'm not feeling this pen, but it's different. So y'all, what do we think about this box? This is a huge box. We've got our Commonplace Notebook Set, which I like that. I would say my favorite item out of the box. I'm going to try this daily planner, switch over for a little bit and see if this gives me a good vibe. I do love that it lays flat. It doesn't close all the way with my current planner setup that I have this in, but I could switch it out in my other planner and see my other cover and see how that works. And then we've got obviously our Pocket Plus. We've got our stickers, our monthly card, our page pins, our journaling cards, our page markers, our focus inserts, and also this storage holder. Y'all, they gave us a lot this month. This was a pretty good birthday month for Ashley, so we appreciate that. So let me know in the comments what you think about this box. What's your favorite item? How you plan to use these items, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.